Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Hello and welcome back to the Mobile Music Pro channel, of course, your home for mobile music production. We are on a brand new ISP today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope it holds. We're trying out T-Mobile over here. We used Cox Communications before, but now we're trying out T-Mobile, a whole new ISP, to see if we can get this stream stable. We're using 5G home internet from T-Mobile, so we're going to see how it works. No, this isn't a sponsor or anything like that, but that is what we're trying to do to try to have a solid stream. And I'm looking at the connection, guys, and as green as can be. It's a rock solid green. The upload's looking good, so we're going to see how it works. So welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you had a fantastic week. We hope to be a great start to your next week as well. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat before we get things started. We'd like to say hello to everybody in the chat. Then we'd like to demo an app. Then we'd like to make some music with that app, and then do a giveaway of that app during the last 15 minutes of the 2-hour stream. So let's just say hello to a few people here, 16 people watching. Can't thank everybody enough for being here, spending their Sunday, their weekend with us. We just can't thank you guys enough. And we got some coffee, so I might be talking pretty fast. So cheers to whatever you guys are drinking. Let's hope to have a good stream. Cheers to you. The coffee is the stuff of life. It's the stuff of life. Samuel was in here. What's going on? Samuel, Music R Master was the first one here. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We got Not a Box in here, our faithful mod over there from Germany. Appreciate you, man. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, we got Computer Head in here as well. Hope you're doing well, bro. Yes, sir. Mr. James Bastini is here. What's going on, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Who else we got in here? Alex Foman. Appreciate you. Misled, the one and only. Yes, yes. Shout out to WeSampleEverything.com. Appreciate you. I always get nervous when some of the OGs enter my chat, like Misled from Resample Everything or Sound Test Room. You know, you never quite know if you mess up how many people are going to be laughing at you. We got Senate. What's going on, Senate? Senate is here. Jay is here as well. Yes, yes. Appreciate everybody being here. Mr. Burns 66 is in the house. Shout out to you. This Lazy Cow is here. Shout out to you. All right, all right. Make sure to smash the likes. We like to appease the algo gods over there and show YouTube that our stream is worth watching. So please smash those likes if you like this, if you like what you're doing. I can't help it, Miss Led. She says, "Stop being so nervous." I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'll try. Shout out to you though, Miss Led. Hopefully you and your family are doing well over there. I believe in New York and the East Coast. East Coast, fam. East Coast. All right. Close up some of this stuff I got going on here. All right. Now, let's see. There's not too many announcements, guys. We can pull up the website. Stuff has been kind of slow lately as we start to work on stuff behind the scenes, though we do have a contest coming up. I don't want to give out the details just yet, but we do have a contest coming up. So if we take a look at the website, we still got our free, of course, MIDI packs, acoustic guitar, and electric guitar. MIDI packs for free. You guys can check that out. 100% free. Let's see. We've, of course, got our bundles still going on. They're a little bit more expensive now than the during the holiday sale, of course. So the prices went a little bit back up on those. But other than that, yeah, make sure you guys check out our blog. We still got that best music making apps of 2022 post, which we love so much, where we showcase all the apps that we loved from last year. Of course, we got our newsletter going on. Make sure you check that out. That has moved to Saturday instead of Friday, but every single Saturday morning, guys can have music production news, tutorials, mobile music production news, tutorials, and more delivered free to your inbox. We've got over 2,500 people on there right now, and we're actually now showcasing people's music. So if you do have some music to share, we would love to share it out to our entire reader base here. So if you do have something, if you have a link for it, like a Spotify link or a SoundCloud link or a YouTube link, whatever, go ahead and send us an email to info@mobilemusicpro.com. That's info@mobilemusicpro.com, or just reply to the weekly Saturday morning newsletter. Reply with your music, and we would love to share it out. We just shared out a bunch of music during yesterday's newsletter. I think there was almost eight plus people on there. So hopefully a lot of people hopefully they got some exposure to some more fans, to some more people that might enjoy their music. So check out our newsletter, mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter, completely free. All right, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to get right to it, fam, since we kind of messed up the stream last week due to internet connectivity issues. I want to just get right to it, folks. All right, so let's bring up the App Store. Now, you guys, of course, already know, for the most part, about these two amazing synths that we'll be talking about today, both from AudioKit. I tried to show off the app last week, their brand new Saga Synth app. Ooh, there's an update. Sweet, I'll update that. I tried to show off the brand new Saga Synth, but of course, had some connectivity issues, but it was still pretty fun. We're going to try to do the sound test room challenge again today, where we're going to try to make a loop and try to just use as many presets as we can in the short amount of time as possible and see what we can kind of come up with, and then start kind of like muting previous tracks and then creating new tracks, and yeah, just try to create something with a bunch, using a bunch of presets, and whatever the first preset that we hear, try to enter something in. So I'm not the best keyboard player in the world, so it's not going to be amazing, but I think it's going to be pretty fun if we stick to some basic chord progressions and things like that. But Saga Synth, guys, such a huge story behind this, just a fantastic app. For those that don't know, Matthew Fetcher behind AudioKit partnered with Mr. Brian Funk, who had a ton of these sounds straight recorded from the actual video games. And even Matthew Fetcher, I believe, threw in his own synth as well with the Mega Synth that uses a bunch of sounds from the original Sega. So there's just tons and tons of sounds in here that you can mix and match, and we're going to take a quick look at that today. But make sure you guys check this out, because it is still for an intro price at $2.99. Still an intro price, and so is, oh wait, maybe I don't think VHS Synth is anymore. But let me just take a look here. VHS Synth. I can't really tell it because I've already opened. But yeah, it doesn't look. Let's see, 2023 sale 50%. So it's currently at $4.99. So it's VHS Synth. Make sure you check that out as well. It is on sale, $5 if you don't have it yet. Less than this, about the same price as this cup of coffee here. Super worth it, guys. A ton of amazing sounds in here as well. Again, partnering with the one and only Mr. Brian Funk, the king of the lo-fi, where they ran a bunch of these sounds through VHS tape, a bunch of classic hardware synth sounds from actual hardware synthesizers. They ran them all through VHS tape, and so you're going to get a ton of sounds in here as well. We're going to take a look at both of these today. I like to spend like half the amount of time on one synth and half the amount of the time on the other. So do a quick demo, and then the sound test room challenge, and then a quick demo, and then the sound test room challenge. So we're going to try it twice. We're going to try it twice today and see if we can make anything of note, or if it's just going to completely sound bonkers, sound like crap. Who knows? Just throwing it out there. We're going to find out together, fam. So let's take a look here. Quick tutorial first. Let's just start out first with VHS Synth. And, who knows? Maybe, this is still on the older code, I think. So maybe we'll get a crash. And when we try to keep duplicating tracks, we're going to, I guess we'll also be putting the code to the test as well. So should be pretty fun. Just so you guys know, we do have, of course, our usual giveaway at the end. But the giveaway is only going to be for... I believe it's only for VHS Synth. Yeah. Only because we did the Saga Synth last weekend. We gave away codes. So this time we're going to give away VHS Synth. So it's a little bit older. You probably already have it, but we're going to give 2 codes away at the end. And unfortunately, I only have 2 codes for this one. So I'm not going to be able to give the patrons any codes this week. But we'll be back again next week, of course, with more codes. But yeah, no codes for the patrons this week, unfortunately. But you will get a chance to win your code at the end of this stream. So let's bring up the app here. And here we have VHS Synth. Let's see how everybody's doing. Cut and Glue is in here. What's going on, bro? Cut and Glue always helps us behind the scenes with our sample packs. What's going on? Computer Head says, it's okay, Vortex. I'm not good at playing keyboard either, but that won't stop me. Exactly. Like, we're going to, we'll do some basic chord progressions and see if we can come up with something. We're not going to get too fancy. It's the sound test room challenge, but I ain't no sound test room. I don't know anybody that can play as good as Doug. But it's still going to be pretty fun. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully, it's going to be fun for me. So hopefully, it'll be fun for you guys as well. Burn says he loves the VHS Synth. And yeah, he loves it. It's a great stuff. Yeah, Samuel says staying in C is easy. That's what we're going to probably do. C or A minor. Yep, absolutely. Or mix and match, Yeah, Mahid says great steal, especially with MIDI generators. Yes. It's a great steal for this app. Absolutely. Music R Master, maybe just refresh the page. Yeah, it might be your Wi-Fi because we got a solid stream. We got a solid green block, big old green light, so we should be good to go. It was crazy last week, you guys. It was just chop, chop, chop because it was going down to 0. Well, it was going down into the red, which is like 100 or 200. It needs to stay where it is right now, which is around 3,400, 3,500. But yes. So it's going good for now. We'll see how it holds up. If this works well, we're going to probably switch over to T-Mobile. So we're going to try this out for a few weeks, maybe like a couple of months maybe, and just kind of see how it holds up. And if we have no issues after a couple of months, then time to dump the old internet service provider and say goodbye to Cox Communications. Goodbye. Okay, so here is the synth. Now, of course, as you guys know, these are kind of more like romplers, but we like to call it a synth anyway. These are more like romplers, but it's still fun to use the word synth because to the layman, to the average person, anything that makes a sound is pretty much a synth. Yes. Yep, one day of 5G so far. Third person production says, "Hey, we're here. Appreciate you, bro. Glad you're in here. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you're doing well." Dimitri, good morning and evening to everybody. Of course, it's morning over here on the west coast of the United States. But it's evening over there in Europe, in the UK. Over there in the UK, it's still a bit dark outside. Still a bit dark. So here is the synth, guys. This is the first default preset. You gotta love it. Let's just find a preset real quick that we can demo some of these, the actual synth with, so I can show you some sounds. Yeah. So let's demo this. So here is the synth. As you can see, we got in true AudioKit fashion, we have basically just kind of a one unit here type of design, and they split it into a couple of different pages. So we can make this small right about here, and you can still easily see everything on the screen. Even if I make it as small as I can, you still at least get the top row, which is all your main controls anyway, right? But if you just make it a little bit bigger, you can see everything that you need. And I really like that. I really love the way that this thing looks. I love that the way that the Saga Synth looks as well. I mean, you gotta hand it to AudioKit for their user interface. Their UI designs really are beautiful. So here is, got your volume, got your standard stuff here. Limiter, so you can crank it even louder. Now, this synth is going to be combining two different sounds together in what they call layers. So you can switch between layer 1 and layer 2. You can see layer 1 is at 38. Here's the first sound and the second sound. Or you could do both of them together and have a nice mix. And what else we got? Of course, you got some nice effects on here with your auto pan. Yeah, nice little auto pan. Give it some more flavor, some nice movement. Got some tremolo. See if I can turn this up a bit for you guys. There we go. That's better. Now we got a mono on here. Have a nice glide. Got some beautiful effects like this reverb. Really love that glide sound. It almost sounds like a tape effect. Beautiful. Really allows you to change the sound really easily, really quickly. And you got this nice little vintage lo-fi, which is basically a bit crusher here. Nice sound there. Then we have a VHS tape stuff. Here's your tape settings here, which is really, really cool. Let's turn off the lo-fi. Get some nice tape wobble. Even have some hiss. So you can start building some pretty cool sounds here. With the auto pan and the VHS tape alone, you already got a ton of sauce that you can be throwing onto any one of these presets, any one of these sounds. Try a different sound while we continue to go through this synth. Nice brass sound. Turn on some of that VHS goodness. Yeah. Boy, I'm already getting hints of my childhood of putting in the tape and just hearing that wobble, you know, that beautiful, beautiful wobble sound. It's really, really great. Love it, love it, love it. You turn it off, it's just kind of like a nice brass sound, you know. You turn on this VHS tape. Oh, it's good. Oh, that's nice. That is very, very pleasing to an old person like myself, pushing 40 this year, guys. So, you know, I had plenty of VHS tapes at my house. Let me see. Let's go to the next page now. What else we got? This is where you can control your ADSR for either of the two sounds, the two layers that you can combine together. Of course, you'll have your filter here as well. And you can link the filters. Beautiful, beautiful. I really love the effects on here. The reverb on here is just delicious. Chef's kiss. And then, of course, they have a bunch of other effects in here as well, including the phaser, delay, and an overdrive, which is pretty cool. Let's listen to what this does. Okay, let's listen to what this does here. So without it, but you can get some nice crunch with this overdrive. So nice. Man, love it, love it, love it. Love cranking the reverb and cranking this and just having sustained sounds. Really, really beautiful. But that is pretty much the synth in a nutshell, guys. Just a ton of amazing sounds run through VHS tape, combined, and a collaboration between AudioKit and the one and only Mr. Brian Funk. So let us try now to do the sound test room challenge here. We're going to do this for about, 30 minutes or so. Then we'll try around 30 minutes. Then we'll do the same thing with the Saga Synth, do a quick tutorial, do a quick demo, and try the sound test room challenge again. We'll see if the synths can hold up, or if it's just gonna crash our DAW, or if Cubasis is just gonna spit out nothing. But we'll see what happens, guys. Just for the drum loops here, we have a couple of drums from our free sample kits, a couple from our free synthwave sample kit here, and then we have a couple of drum loops from our free 80s pop MIDI pack as well. So we got MIDI here being played by some classic machines, and we got some audio loops being from our Essentials Synthwave pack. So Essentials Synthwave pack and Essentials 80s pop MIDI. So all sorts of free stuff. We're just using the free stuff today. Make sure you guys check out all of our free stuff at mobilemusicpro.com/free. Lots of great stuff in there. Is everybody ready? Let's just check the chat before we start the challenge. Connection's good. Chat's good. Everybody can hear everything. Turn that down on the channel strip probably, because it's going to start to pile up when we start piling up sounds. So we're not going to, again, I'm going to try, the challenge is basically to, try to use as many presets as you can. And no, there's no time to really modify the presets. You just kind of got to use them as is and see if you can match this together to make something. Start out with the bass sound here. But I want to just check the chat real quick. We're starting out with the bass first. Do, do, do. Ba, 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 ba. All right. See what everybody's saying. Yeah, Notabox says everything's going good. Scrolling up a bit. Hello, Lady Aptitude. Hello, Poetic the producer. What's going on? Poetic vibes, y'all. Absolutely. Sam. That's right, Sam. No more cross communications. I hate them. I hate them. I've been a slave to them for like decades, like 20 plus years. They've been the only game in town, as cable companies tend to do. 24 people watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys. We love to see, over 20 people in here sustained. That just really, really warms our heart. Lets us know that you guys care about what we're doing here. 8-bit vibe for sure, says Music R Master. 8-bit vibes. That's what we're doing. Well, we're going to do all sorts of bits. But welcome everybody here. Appreciate you all so much for being here. Computerhead says he used this synth for an 80s style song, and it was supposed to sound like a new wave track, but it sounds like a VHS tutorial for exercise equipment. Oh man, that's great. That's great. Because they got some great sound effects in VHS Synth as well. Again, shout out to AudioKit and Matthew Fetcher. Their apps might not be, like the most loved, but I'm telling you guys, there's a ton of people that use their apps. A ton of people, especially like Synth One and things like that. Just a ton of great stuff. But what's more even important than that is the code that they provide, right? The code in the background for developers to be able to create apps, music apps, as fast and as easily and as efficient as possible. I mean, you got to really understand that how important open source is. I know that regular people, normies, don't understand the importance of open source software, but I assure you, folks, it is super, super important to the ecosystem at large to have these type of open source libraries for developers to easily start creating and pumping out these apps, because otherwise these apps would be way more expensive, because it would just take way more time. It wouldn't be sustainable. But thanks to libraries like Juice, and AudioKit, we can start to build apps a little bit quicker, and it's just only getting better and better as AudioKit continues to release newer and newer versions. So one more shout out to Mr. Matthew Fetcher, the one and only holding it down behind the scenes. We appreciate you, bro. What's going on, Easel Cat? Got a good connection this week. That's right. We're using T-Mobile, fam. We straight up went T-Mobile. It's so rock solid. The connection is so nice and rock solid. Lady Aptitude says, I thought of all things retro were cool like VHS. How about a snail mail synth? But the latency would be unbearable. Come on. That's funny. That's funny. I forgot my other speaker. I can't hear the claps. There we go. One more clap for that one, Lady Aptitude. That was a good one. Yeah, the D-Tune third person production says the D-Tune is very, very nice. It sounds so good. And it's just one little dial, like between these three little nice little dials, you can add so much sauce to your sound. And it's just really, really great. Just tapping on the VHS tape is really, really fun playing with those dials. I really like it. Hammer. What's going on? Appreciate you for being here, man. Just checking out the chat real quick, everybody. See, make sure everybody's good. Ooh, Samuel Linderman says, AudioKit could do a collab or a collab. collab. AudioKit could do a collab with Roger Lynn and bundle some sweet drum sounds. Ooh, that would be interesting as well. I mean, it's AudioKit is just killing it with VHS and Saga. Just the whole. I mean, it's a lot like Overdrive Synth, where they're sampling from MobiPixel. They're sampling these real synth sounds from real hardware and putting it through some interesting stuff. Like MobiPixel put it through some interesting pedals. this app puts it through some interesting tape sounds. It's just through VHS tape. Like, it's just great to see the creativity in the community. It's really fantastic. You got to give it up, because this stuff is not easy to do. I mean, it's not straightforward either. Like, it's like, you got to be a real smart person to get all this stuff working. Much smarter than I, that's for sure. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I'm just a .NET developer, guys. I just make forms for websites. You know, I'm a certified data plumber, essentially, is what a web developer does. You know, we make forms, put data in there, and we put data in a database, and we get data from a database. That's about it. Oh, snap. Speaking of the devil, Mr. Moby Pixel himself, bro, was just talking about you. We're just talking about these amazingly original romplers that are coming out, like yours from your Overdrive synth, and how people are sampling these real hardware sounds and putting them through interesting processes, right? They're processing them in interesting ways. So that's really cool to see. Shout out to Moby Pixel. Yeah, bro, we just did a quick little demo. Now we're gonna do the sound test room challenge right now for about 30 minutes, starting right about now. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with Saga Synth and hope that Cubasis holds together. It may not, but here we go. We're about to start the sound test room challenge one more time, guys. It's basically just looping over and over and over without stopping and going through preset after preset and trying to make as many things work as you can for as long as you can. So I got some drum loops here. Let's see what we can do right now, shall we? All right. Oh man, I already failed the sound test room challenge. That's cool, because I've stopped it. I'm having to paste MIDI. Oh man, something is wrong about that. 1 second. All right. So I think that was right. Let's try this. That'll work for now. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Probably should do that. Almost got it. Oh man, did I fail the sound test room challenge. Copy, paste. Okay. Oh, I'm not supposed to stop it. Can't quantize that one. Messed that up. Failed the sound test room challenge again. Copy, paste, back. I had to stop again. All right, all right. Let's see. Well, we sort of broke the sound test room challenge a little bit there, but still had a ton of fun. Looks like we're still rock solid on the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me just check the chat real quick. And then we'll move on to the Saga Synth and do the exact same thing. Let's see how it well. Oh, we got sound test room in here. All right, what's going on, Doug? Let me just scroll up, see how everybody's doing. Nice to see you, Doug. Yes, yes. We just did the sound test room challenge where we tried to do as many presets as we can and as fast amount of time as possible. Kind of muting some old presets and creating some new ones for like 30 minutes straight to see if we could come up with some various different type of evolving music. And I think we did that pretty good. We used a few different loops, a bunch of free drum tracks from our free sample packs that you guys can check out at mobilemusicpro.com/free. Easel Cat says, Vortex has that good coffee today. Oh, you know it. But yeah, good evening to the one and only Mr. Doug from the Sound Test Room, who inspired the Sound Test Room Challenge, of course. As the name probably implies that you figured out. What's going on, Ed? What's going on? Hopefully you're doing well. Yes, yes. Appreciate you, Doug. Yes, yes. Having a good time. I tell you. We're having a rock solid stream today, Doug. I switched ISPs, bro. Starting a brand new ISP. We're using T-Mobile today instead of my normal Cox Communications ISP. So we'll see how it works. But yes. All right. Of course, make sure you guys stick around for Sound Test Room coming up in just 1 hour. And then after that will be Jade Star, and then the one and only Pete Johns after him from Studio Live today. I'm just going through everybody's chat right now. Just having a good time. Talking about the old Nave synth. Fantastic synth. That would be awesome if it went AUV3. It might have. Some of these old synths did end up actually going AUV3, but I'm not sure if that one did or not. But yes. Just going through the chat. James says he's got to go. His students are here. All right. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully you can come back again. We just appreciate the support. However long you guys can stay, for sure. Samuel says, Vortex is practicing self-hypnosis. Maybe. I'm just trying not to screw up. Because you know how music production works. You try to get sounds in the low frequencies. You try to get sounds in the mid frequencies. And you try to find sounds in the high frequencies. And you try to, try to take up the whole stereo spectrum. But it's kind of hard when you're just going from preset to preset to preset as fast as you can. You just kind of got to take what comes at you and see what you can do. But appreciate you, Doug, so much, man. The Sound Test Room Challenge. All right. The sound test room is in the room testing the sounds, says Lady Aptitude. All right. Great. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody so much for watching. 24 people still watching, even after all that nonsense that I just did there. So once again, shout out to AudioKit and Matthew Fetcher over there for the giveaway codes and for these amazing, awesome apps. And as you guys saw, pretty stable there. We loaded up a bunch of sounds. Let's see how many, excuse me. Let's see how many we got through. Let's just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sounds, 15 instances. And I believe that the CPU is still pretty good. We can just double check. Yeah. So somewhere around, 30, 35%. I think it was like maxing out at like 50% when we had these going. But yeah, I think we did a pretty gosh darn good job there. So let's just delete all these and do the same thing again with the Saga Synth. Guys, there's so many amazing sounds in these particular two synths alone from AudioKit, let alone their other amazing synths that are, actually synthesizers instead of rumplers. But they have an amazing rumpler, of course, bass 808. That's great for hip hop sounds. So just really good stuff. And their latest synth we're about to try out, Saga Synth, has a brand new has a brand new AUV3 code. So a brand new version of their AUV3 code. So it might be even more stable. But as you saw, that was pretty stable. I mean, we were entering it in, duplicating tracks, and that seemed pretty stable to me. So I don't know how Saga can be more stable than that. Maybe it will be, but we'll see. So far, no issues on that you can see from my end at all. And of course, we are using this AUV3, inside of Cubasis, which is basically the most challenging thing to do for music apps. Let's see, where am I going? I'm going to Saga. Saga Synth, come on, where you at? Because I can't search. There's no search in Cubasis. There's no search. There's still no search. Why? No. But that's how it goes. There's still no freaking search. Okay, so here is Saga Synth. Look at this. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. Again, like I said, what I was saying before, the UI, guys. AudioKit continues to nail the UI. I don't know who they got hired over there for the user interface, but if it's Matthew, shout out to Matthew, bro, because this is looking great. I love the look of the other synth, the VHS, and this look as well is really great as well. Nice and simple, but still looking like a Game Gear, which I think is pretty gosh darn cool. I renewed my interest in Sonic the Hedgehog. Computerhead says, I want to thank Saga Synth because it renewed my interest in Sonic the Hedgehog. Absolutely. So good stuff, guys. So here is the Saga Synth. I love that. Wait. Sega. So anyway, this is the Saga Synth again. Another partnership between Matthew Fetcher from AudioKit and the one and only Brian Funk, because he has sampled a bunch of sounds from his favorite video games already, and so it made perfect sense to then put that into a synth, because then Matthew also has the Mega Synth, which has a bunch of sounds again from the Sega Genesis and Master System. So combined, you have a ton of different sounds in here, guys, and of course you're going to get sounds from the community as well, from people like GarageBand Guide, Electronic Sounds, Moby Pixel, Gavinsky, Audio Dabbler, all that good stuff, DJ Puzzle, a ton of people in here. So you're going to get a bunch of sounds in here. So just the default sounds, I mean, if you take a look, 133, just the default, I think that's just the default. I don't know if that's all of them, but if I go to like Moby Pixel, yeah, that was just the default stock, the default set. So just the default set, guys, you're going to get come stock 133 plus sounds, and then you got a bunch of sounds from a bunch of other people in the community. So 100 plus other sounds, at least it looks like. So tons of sounds in here, tons of sounds in VHS Synth as well. This is going to of course be more towards the chiptune stuff, and the VHS Synth is of course more towards the 80s synthwave lo-fi type of stuff. But you can use these both interchangeably. They work absolutely well together. They also work really well with Moby Pixel's overdrive synth. So if you got those three things together, those three rumplers together, I tell you what, you have all the 80s sounds that you need for life. For life. So really, really great sounds. Yes. All right, guys. We're about ready to do the second synth for the second sound test room challenge. Do this for about 30 minutes or so, and then we're going to get to our giveaway for the VHS synth. I know, guys, most of you have it already, but it is an amazing synth, so we're going to do a giveaway to make sure that everybody has this synth. So let's take some coffee. Let's take some coffee break. Take a drink of coffee and some water. And try to do it again. Now, we did this during the last stream, so we're going to try to, maybe we'll start from, we started from the top, right, last stream. So maybe let's start from sounds from the very bottom. But actually, first I want to do a quick 5-minute tutorial on this synth, just to walk you guys through it real quick. Okay. So here's a couple. So right away, as in true AudioKit fashion, again, you have this one unit type of design, where if you make it small, you get kind of that top access to that top row. But if you make it just a little bit more, you get access to the rest. And this has been broken into a few different pages, including the PCM page, the effects page, and a brand new sequencer. And it's been a while since there's been a sequencer inside of an AudioKit app. So I believe this was thanks to Kem O'Clay. So shout out to Kem, which I believe is how you pronounce it, is Jam, not Kem. Everybody says Kem because it's CEM, but I believe you actually pronounce it like Jam. So yeah, we had him, shout out to Jam. We had him on the podcast, on the Mobile Music Roundtable podcast. So he clarified that there. Yes, so let's start out. So we got our volume, of course. Got our nice limiter in there built in, so we can really jam some sounds. Got a nice circuit here, which is going to be a kind of a bit crusher. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Good stuff. So a nice little shock there. Filter, of course. Nice resonance. Fun stuff. Then you got a sonic blast. It's going to be kind of like an overdrive here. Good stuff. What else we got on here? Got some nice effects again. Auto pan. Nice tremolo. Nice effects on there. Really can transform the sound. That's why I love rumplers and synths that have all these effects built in, because you can just immediately start sound designing. I love and have a ton of other effects, for the insert and send slots, but to have these effects right here, right on the synth, is just so nice, because you can just immediately, again, begin sound designing right away. It's just great. Just transforming sounds like crazy. Just like before, we got our mono with a glide. We got our nice reverb on here. Love AudioKit's reverb. Beautiful. And of course, we said the filter already. All right, let's move on to the second page. PCM here. This is where you get to choose your layers. So again, choosing 2 different sounds. You can choose between the layers. Pretty stuff. So we can choose your ADSR on either side. You can mix the 2 sounds and have your settings for either one of these layers. And then you got a bunch of amazing effects in here, including a phaser. And a nice flanger, or flanger. It's such a dope sound. And of course, a delay. Pretty stuff. So you can choose all your different effects right here. And then finally, you got yourself a nice sequencer that you can start playing. So we can turn on play. Let's solo this real quick. Everything else is muted, right? Yep. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. Ready to go. So, all right. So that was a quick walkthrough through the synth. We can't waste too much time because we have to now do the sound test room challenge again. So that was the Saga Synth. A ton of great chiptune sounds in here, but also great for synthwave as well and lo-fi. Some really good stuff because you can just alter the sound like crazy, making it soft, putting it in the distance, making it more of a lead, making it more of a bass. It's all up to you in this amazing synth. So let's see what we got. Check the chat real quick. I'm going to get to the sound test room challenge. We only got about 25, 30 minutes for this one. Let's see if we can do it again. Do it. Definitely going to do a different chord progression this time. Oh, sound test room is not streaming today. So he is not streaming tonight. But of course, make sure you do catch him tomorrow, which is Monday. He'll be back again, I'm sure, on Monday. All right. So today, Jade Star, I'm sure, is streaming. I'm pretty sure Pete John's streaming. But for sure, tomorrow, make sure you catch all the classics, all the greats, all the OGs on Monday, which is going to be Sound Test Room at 8 p.m., 12 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. UK time. And then Jade Star 1 hour after that. And then Pete John's 1 hour after that. All right, cool. 18 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Let's see what we could do. So first, let's start from the bottom this time. Looks like we got Jamie Mallender sounds down here. So let's see here. First up, make sure we got the channel strip. Pretty cool sound. Something. Let's see. Something for a pad to pad everything down. Well, we can start with this, I guess. Just kind of not very loud. Turn it up, I guess. All right, let's just pick a drum loop. Oops. Got the old loop. It would probably help to have a nice loop. Ah, forgot it again. All right, we're gonna get there. Try that one more time. problem. Duplicate it. Copy and paste. Moving on.
Forgot the screen. Sorry, forgot the screen. Oops. Bass. This is the same one. It's out of sync. Let's try it again.
right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Internet is still nice and solid, and I finally remembered to actually have the right screen view after the first few minutes there. Let's see how many instances we got. 13 people watching. Check it out, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 instances of Saga Synth running, and we are hitting some high DSP already, guys. All right. So let me know if you guys have any questions about these two amazing synths, but that is about it. That was the Sound Test Room Challenge. We did it for 2 different AudioKit synths to kind of explore the sounds and show you guys what is possible, what you can do. And yeah, had a good time. I know I definitely did. So I think we can now do the giveaway. But before we do that, I just want to check the chat, see how everybody is doing, and then we can do the giveaway. So first, let's check the chat. Hopefully we didn't bore everybody to death. Let's see how everybody is doing. All right. Scrolling up. All right. Boy, there was a bunch of chat. Woo. Goodness. All right, let me scroll down. All right. I can't believe that I had the wrong screen on there. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it is pretty fun. All right. Appreciate everybody in here. Yeah, what's up, Doc? It's time. Yes. Insomnia is not good. Of course, there is definitely ways around that. Namely, medical marijuana is a good way around that. Songwriting says, I wanted to give a shout out to Vortex for adding people's tracks to the Mobile Music Pro newsletter. Absolutely, guys. If you want your tracks featured in our weekly newsletter, send an email to info@mobilemusicpro.com. That's info@mobilemusicpro.com. Send your track along with, what DAW and plugins that you used for it, and we'll get you featured on our weekly newsletter. What's going on, Alex Buckus? All right. What's going on, Bryant? Lisa Crowtail is here. What's going on? 3 minutes to go. Not a Box is warning me. Yes. Appreciate you, Not a Box. All right. That was super fun. Okay, got the chat checked. Let me know if you have any other questions, but I think we can move on to the giveaway if you guys are ready to go. So let us go to the giveaway. So let's just clear what we got here. Clear all, select all, and delete. Okay, so the 3 people that won last week are Peanut Cram, Kamikaze Shots, and Fam Preem. So those 3 people can enter. You can enter next week, but not this week because you won last week. So give me a thumbs up if you do want to be entered to the giveaway of this amazing VHS Synth by AudioKit Pro. We got 2 spins, 2 codes to give away. Excuse me. Okay. Excuse me. Try not to cough into the microphone, Vortex. All right. Music Our Master. We're starting to get people already. You guys probably already have it mostly, but it's a fantastic synth. If you don't have it, make sure you pick it up. It's still introductory price, only $5. And the introductory price is still on Saga Synth as well, only $3, guys. So when you add it up together, it's less than $10 for both synths. So definitely make sure you pick it up. Really, really great sounds in there. Especially if you make any type of chiptune, synthwave, lo-fi, really good stuff for that. Even hip-hop, lots of good hip-hop stuff, sounds in here that you can use for hip-hop as well, believe it or not. Because that's what hip-hop is all about, right? Sampling. And so you can find some really great sample sounds in here for sure, as they are all samples. Scroll down here. Got Music Our Master. We got Hammer. We got Third Person Productions. Oh, you already have this app? Third Person's already got it. No problem. We got Music Our Master, Hammer. Let's scroll down. Lady Aptitude. Who else we got? Yeah, see, most people bought it on launch, as you should, because it's super cheap. Songwriter. I'm going to put you in your Songwriter. Come on. You gotta, Songwriter Inc. We gotta get you in here, bro. We got 2 spins to go, 13 people watching, 2 spins, 2 codes to give away. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want to be entered. Right now we have 4 people entered out of the 13 people watching. So come on. Anybody else? Probably everybody else already has it. I already have both, says songwriting. Yeah, see? He's already got both. All right, all right. Let me know, guys. Forever hold your peace. We only got 3 people entered. 2 codes to give away. Let me know, guys. Come on. Anybody else want to be entered into the giveaway? Somebody's gonna win this because we got 2 codes and there's only 3 people entered. Again, this is a bit of an older synth that released a few weeks back, a couple months ago actually by now, a few months ago actually by now, but an amazing synth, super great. Yep, Samuel has it already as well. Appreciate you for sticking around, Sam. Appreciate everybody for sticking around this long. All right. Who will not win? Lazy cow. I know, right? All right. All right, guys. I think let's do our first spin, and we'll see if anybody else wants to be entered. But we got 3 people entered: Music R Master, Ham Hammer, and Lady Aptitude. This should be pretty easy. Only 3 people, guys. All right. Are we ready to spin? 3, 2, 1. You're gonna get it, Music R Master. Let's spin it. Let's spin it. Get this a little bit bigger for you guys to see. Lady Aptitude. All right. Yes, yes. Lady Aptitude won it. Yes, yes. Shout out to Lady Aptitude. Now, come on, Music Art Master. You got a 50-50 chance, bruh. You got a 50-50 chance. I think you could do it. I think you could do it. You got a rock solid stream. Oh, yeah. Rock solid stream. Congratulations to Lady Aptitude. Of course, as always, guys, if you do win, send me an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. That's mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. All right. Anybody else want to be entered? We got 15 people watching. Only 2 people entered left, guys. Only 2 people entered. Anybody else want to enter? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure, guys? Come on. Congratulations to Lady, but we're about to spin again. Are you sure, guys? Nobody else? All right. Here we go. The VHS Amazing Synth from AudioKit Pro. About to spin it for the second and final time on today's stream. Congrats, or good luck to everybody. Congrats to Lady Aptitude so far, but good luck. Let's see if you can get it. Come on, Music Arm Master. Who's it gonna be? Music Arm Master! Oh, he got it. He got it. 50-50 chance, and he got it, ladies and gentlemen. Music R Master, Lady Aptitude. Send me an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. Congratulations again. Lady Aptitude and Music R Master. Send an email to mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com, and we shall get you your codes. Of course, make sure you stick around tomorrow for the same time for Sound Test Jerome. He'll be here. And yeah, hope you guys had a good time. I know I did. And of course, we'll be back again next Sunday with more giveaways, more codes, and more music. I don't think we're going to do the Sound Test Room Challenge next Sunday, but I did want to do it last stream, but then, of course, my stream messed up. So I tried to get it. So I did it this weekend instead. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we'll try something else next weekend. But make sure you come back. We'll be here every single Sunday. And subscribe to the free newsletter, mobilemusicpro.com/newsletter. And until next time, everybody, keep talking music, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.